It's the dead of winter in the dense Colville National Forest in Washington State. Technical Sergeant Emerson is overseeing this final phase of SEER training. He's responsible for all the student safety.
You're gonna line up with all of your gear. Right. Who has heard of solo? Morales, you ever heard of a solo exercise?
After 4 days of proving their leadership skills in navigation and winter survival as a group, the men have been issued their biggest challenge yet: solos.
You're gonna be out there a while. You're gonna be by yourself. Carlino! Prove to me that you're a SEER specialist.
But 6 hours into the test, Mother Nature unleashed her fury and dumped more than a foot of snow on the students, making conditions considerably more challenging. Visions and Miracles Out of the Land of Egypt, a new documentary film from Sakara Productions. In the year 303, Roman Emperor Diocletian told Egyptian Christians to stop practicing their faith at the risk of beheading. When the Copts refused to renounce their faith, thousands were martyred by the murderous soldiers of Diocletian. By some estimates, as many as 15,000 Christians were murdered during these horrible years at the city in Akhmim alone. Now, the remains of the martyrs of Akhmim are at churches all over the world. But a large percentage of them are still here at the Monastery of the Martyrs in Akhmim, Egypt. It is here where the monks of Akhmim watch over hundreds of relics that have miraculously survived since those deadly years in the 4th century. And we do mean hundreds, and hundreds, and hundreds of mummified remains of those killed for their faith. Advertising is all around us. Everything, everywhere, is dominated by creative forces and messages to sway our minds. Commercials get us to buy, eat, drink, and do anything and everything that has a price tag on it. But where does it all come from? And who makes it happen? Welcome to Battle of the Ads. In the highly competitive world of advertising, Battle of the Ads is a competition following 10 up-and-coming hungry young artists. Each one determined to be the next hot commercial director.
This, to me, is a craft. I'm here in this business to be a master craftsman.
I love short-form storytelling. It's almost like telling jokes.
I'm into dark comedy, intensity or chaotic feel to it.
Kind of very human, very authentic, kind of crunchy, chewy with sometimes a little bit of edge.
Each week, the competitors will be given a commercially branded advertising assignment. They will work tirelessly and do whatever it takes to win, despite the conflicts and obstacles that will face them along the way. Like the banking industry, our nation's food supply has become overly centralized. Food from the global marketplace and from factory farms in the U.S. has diminished both quality and choice. These foods are also major contributors to an obesity epidemic that is projected to shorten the lifespan of America's youngest generation. Food-related concerns are inspiring a movement that is spreading from the White House to restaurants and backyards across the country. Direct sales from farm to consumer are now the fastest growing segment of American agriculture. People are discovering the social, environmental, and economic benefits of participating in local food communities. What began more than 35 years ago as a dialogue between farmers and chefs has now become a national conversation about the origins and the future of our food. Coming this fall, a new kind of motorsport, Formula Drift, exclusively on ESPN2. Drifting, it's the ultimate display of a driver's skill and style. No other motorsport so clearly defines the uniqueness of each individual driver in his car. This is not a race. The object is to push your car sideways and get as close as possible to the wall and to your opponent without passing or crashing. Drifting started on the mountains of Japan 15 years ago as an underground sport for drivers to show off their skills. The sport quickly became mainstream and has become so popular that drivers are celebrities. 6 years ago, Formula Drift launched the first professional drifting series in the U.S., and it's become the premier series in North America, drawing drivers from countries and backgrounds worldwide.